Hi everyone, it's Ildi and I'm back with another video of documentaries, true crime documentaries mostly, and reviewing them in a very brief and succinct manner. Most of these are on Netflix or YouTube or somewhere else, but they exist in the world. I have a long list. Today I wanted to talk about actually something different and kind of apropos with the current political situation. So, I don't know how I came about it. I think it was just the title was kind of like, what? That's kind of random. So it is a Netflix documentary series, and it's called How to Become a Tyrant. It's actually narrated by Peter Dinklage from Game of Thrones and other such things. And my understanding actually is that Peter Dinklage is the executive producer of this as well. It's a docu-series and it's in the genre actually of political documentaries and military documentaries. Now, yes, I like school, but I don't like boring political documentaries. And this is not that. It is actually really informative and it's really interesting. I wanted more. So the way that they set it up, this is from 2021, and it says one season, but yeah. So it actually has 6 episodes. They're about 30 minutes each. And because the title is How to Become a Tyrant, it basically kind of answers that. So number 1 is you seize power. Number 2, crush your rivals. Number 3, reign through terror. Number 4, control the truth. Number 5, create a new society. And number 6, rule forever. But what it does is under each of those headings, it focuses on specific tyrants of history, if you will. So Seize Power is about Adolf Hitler, but it also throws in other leaders and other examples. So it's not just about one person, it kind of seasons it with other examples that exemplifies that point. So like seizing power. So we might talk about a little bit about Mussolini and Idi Amin and so on, but it really is focusing on that episode on Adolf Hitler. The second one, Crush Your Rivals, focuses on Saddam Hussein. Reign Through Terror talks about Idi Amin. Number 4, The Control the Truth is about Stalin. Number 5, Create a New Society is about Muammar Gaddafi. And Rule Forever is the Kim Dynasty in North Korea. And it really, like I said, peppers in all those other examples in each episode. So you're not really like taking notes and going like, how do I become a tyrant? But I learned so much, and maybe that's just a testament to how little I knew before. It was very interesting. A lot of the more boring historical things are actually animated. All of it is, like I said, narrated by Peter Dinklage. There's some talking heads, there's historical footage. Like I said, there's animation, there's actual footage of them talking, photos. And it's really, really well put together. Because it's not going through like a chronological thing. It's not, it's not as chronological as most documentaries tend to be. It's just really well done. I was really riveted. I learned a lot about all these dictators. And like I said, I'm not one for political documentaries. And I watched this before the whole current situation that's happening. In Russia and the Ukraine. So this is very, like, I just happened upon it before. And after I watched it, now I'm watching the news, I'm like, see everyone, you guys should be watching this documentary because it explains how this happens. And essentially, almost like the point of the whole series is narcissism. What I find fascinating with things like this is, or actually anything, I'm always fascinated by human psychology. I guess that's why I like true crime. And I know I'm saying things that are very like, duh, but it's like one person's experience in the world that can influence all these things and end up with dictatorship and tyranny and war and everything else. Because these tyrants, these dictators were youth and children, and things that impacted them psychologically had created them to be narcissistic, to want power. Like, it's fascinating how human psychology plays such a big role in humanity, Doi. Because if you think about it, it's one person that can literally influence all these people. And then it made me think of influencers and marketing and media and social media, which is essentially similar and same as all of these things that tyrants need, which is you seize power, you crush your rivals through terror, control the truth. Like, all of that is psychology and influence. And I know I'm saying things that are really like Doi, but like, if you think about it, like how, like Putin. I can never say it properly because I'm just thinking of the cheese curd, yummy poutine. Putin. Anyways, the Russian guy. How one guy could scare a military and its population into doing things that make no sense. How can you influence so? I mean, I know this is what politics is, and I know, but you know what I'm saying? It's still just, it's just fascinating. Anyways, I know I rambled and a lot of it is a Doi thing, but highly recommend How to Be a Tyrant, narrated by Peter Dinklage, 6 episodes on Netflix. Highly recommend, especially in the current climate. So I would love to hear what your thoughts are. Maybe keep them positive. I don't know. I should keep saying this now, but like social media, right? Yeah, in the comments, and I will be back with another documentary. Until next time, bye.